Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are entering a very beautiful and meaningful chapter from ethics, that is contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers. Let me start with a simple question. What is it that really holds a society together? It's not police, it's not court, it's not the constitution alone. It is the moral compass that human beings have carried across generations. From ancient sages to modern thinkers, these philosophers shaped the way we understand right and wrong, justice and injustice, truth and deception, and compassion and cruelty. And for us, future administrators, these ideas are not theory, they are tools to handle real life dilemmas in governance. Now, every civilization has had moral thinkers, that is, people who guided society by asking deeper questions like what should we value, how should we treat others, what makes a real, what makes a life ethical. Their ideas influences everything around us, that is, laws, family, values, education, and even public administration. For a UPSC aspirant, understanding these moral thinkers help you write richer answers, because ethics is not about mugging up definitions, it's about showing the examiner that you can think. So today together we will talk through ancient wisdom, Indian philosophy, modern moral theories, and one of the most important thinkers in the psychology, that is Lawrence Kohlberg. Now, what is philosophy? Let's begin with the basics. The word philosophy comes from the philosophia, meaning love of wisdom. A philosopher is not someone who sits under the tree and gives lectures. A philosopher is someone who never stops asking questions such as why am I here? What is good? What is justice? How should one live? The philosophy is really the art of thinking clearly. It brings together all dimensions of life, such as science, religion, morality, logic, and emotion, and searches for the meaning. So, when we study philosophy in ethics, we are not studying old ideas. We are learning how to live wisely. Now, let's come to the home. Now, let's come to the India's philosophical heritage. In India, philosophy is called darshan, meaning to see, but not with physical eyes. It is a vision of truth. Indian philosophy is unique because it is not just intellectual curiosity, it is about experiencing the truth directly. Our Upanishads are filled with questions like what happens after death, who am I, and what is the universe made of. And the sages didn't write theories for the sake of writing, they experimented through meditation, self-discipline, introspection until they experienced answers. So Indian philosophy teaches harmony, that is harmony with ourselves, with others, and with the universe. Imagine if administrators practiced this. Corruption would vanish, governance would become compassionable, and every decision would consider the broader well-being of society. Next, modern moral philosophy. As we move into modern times, moral thinking evolved. Earlier, moral rules were often absolute, such as this is right and that is wrong, such as. But modern philosophers asked a deeper question, such as why is something right or wrong? What makes an action moral? One important thinker here is W.D. Ross. He argued that morality is not black and white. Instead, we have multiple prima facie duties, such as duty of honesty, duty of justice, duty of gratitude, duty of beneficence. These duties may sometimes conflict. For example, should you tell a harsh truth if it deeply hurts someone? And also, should you lie to save a life? So Rose said, there is a no formula. Moral judgment depends on the balancing duties according to circumstances. This makes modern ethics flexible, practical, and closer to the real life, which is exactly what an administrator needs. Next, as democracies grew, the world shifted towards right-based ethics. Thinkers began saying every human being is born with inherent rights, not given by government, but by virtue of being human. This idea influenced the human rights, gender equality movements, anti-slavery reforms, and constitutional rights and welfare states. The landmark example is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In 1948, it declares that everyone deserves dignity, freedom, equality, and protection. And the related idea is welfareism. That is the belief that the state must provide basic needs such as education, health, and safety. In this philosophy, morality means respecting rights, protecting the vulnerable, and promoting human dignity. Next, Lawrence Kohlberg moral development theory. He wanted to understand how does moral thinking develop in humans. So in 1950s, he presented moral dilemmas to children. One famous dilemma was the Hin's dilemma. That is, a man's wife is dying. Medicine is too expensive. Should he steal it? Kohlberg didn't care what the child answered. He cared why they answered. Across the year of study, he discovered that humans pass through three stages of moral reasoning, from basic to advanced. Let's understand them. Pre-conventional morality. This is the first level usually seen in children. Here, morality comes from external authority. A child thinks, if I do this, will I get punished? Or if I do that, will I get a reward? A child avoids cheating not because it is wrong, but because he fears the teacher. This stage is self-centered and driven by fear and personal gain. Many adults sadly never grow out of this stage. They follow rules only when someone is watching. Next one is conventional morality. At this stage, morality comes from the society's expectation. Here the people wants to be seen as a good, approval matters. A teenager might avoid teaching because his friends will think badly, teachers will scold him, or society disapproves. Here the person follows norms, traditions and laws not out of inner convictions but for social acceptance. Most people remain in this stage throughout the life. Next one is post-conventional morality. This is the highest stage. Here morality comes from the internal principles, not society's pressure. A person acts based on justice, fairness, truth and conscience. At this level, someone avoids cheating not because of fear or society but because I want to remain honest with myself. This is the stage of leaders like Gandhi, Mandela and Ambedkar, people who stood for principles even when society opposed them. Civil servants must operate at this level. Your decision should come from your conscience, not convenience. So friends, what do these thinkers teach us? Indian philosophy teaches harmony and self-realization. Modern philosophy teaches flexibility, rights and welfare. Kolbeck teaches that true morality comes from the inner principles, not external pressure. And for the UPSC ethics paper, this understanding helps you to answer case studies with maturity. So I will stop here. I will continue the next topic in coming days. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.